and welcome to yet another What's in the Unboxing. Solamente, by myself, because this is not Tokyo Treat, which should be arriving very soon. This is Glorious Mail Call, as we can kind of see the stack right over there. No, that's a fine position. I should have thought about it beforehand, because now you can see everything going on. So we have an especially special package down here at the bottom from a very, very good, very powerful, very close friend of mine. But we're going to work our way down to grand finale. First and foremost, we have this from Singapore. I've been waiting on it for a little while. I didn't think it would show up because, world scenario, but it did. Regular shipping. So if you order from Singapore, your shipping is normal. Order from Japan, complications. But here we go. Now I know what's in these, but y'all don't. We have inside this bubble wrap is a copy of, oh no, it's cracked. Oh well, not the end of the world. Super Robot Wars F for the PlayStation. That's super cracked. I might have to put a little love and glue in there. And of course, I am going to have to test this later. But it will be so much. Oh no, this is F Final. I don't know how to read. Yeah, I'm going to have to put a little glue on this case, but I'm not really crying about it considering I paid all of $12. We have up here F Final for the Saturn. I also have regular F for the PlayStation. So that goes up there. I also have F for the Saturn, but I might get another copy because this did not come in proper case. Everything's there, but the case bothers me. Next, more from eBay shenanigans. I do like this eBay tape though. This is coming from a guy who hopefully, not because I asked him to, but because he's carrying it, provided me with a copy of Robot Wars XO. So I was saying, we have a package from an eBay store that will hopefully have a copy of a Robot Wars game that is apparently very expensive, and that's annoying. But in this package, wrapping paper, go in the garbo. More wrapping paper, you're in our trash box. I at least kind of keep plastic wrap. This is wrapped rather interestingly. It's not like I have fans or anything that would send me stuff. That would be dope. However, I wanted to make this easy. There's some bevel wrap here, but it's mostly saran wrap. And the super thin construction paper cardboard. Don't want to make a whole lot of noise out of this, but apparently I'm not allowed to be quiet. So, they're individually wrapped. That's cool. So with that, okay, that's free. So tape. Freed. We have in this one, I'm gonna guess I'm hoping it's the weird one because I know it's one of three things. Is this the weird one? This is the weird one. This is Super Robot Regiment. It is its thing. We'll find out what it is. Let's take a brief flip through the manual. Maybe if I open it up for you. Of course, I can't read a lick of this. I'm going to have to throw my translator at it. But there's a character select screen. There we go. Which is what threw me off, because there's a robot in here that I had never heard of. I had to do research to find out that it is a obscure machine from Compact 2 or Compact. You see we have two different types of getter. Mazinger, Great, Combattler, Deimos, Diton 3, Dankuga, Raideen, the G3 Gundam, very nice. The Mark II, Zeta, New, God Gundam, Wing Zero Custom, Billabine, Dunbine, and here's the weird OG unit that I'll put the name down here in post because I can't remember off the top of my head what it is, but it's got a weird ass name. But that was a weird find while perusing through a particular seller's eBay store. Down the attic. Down the attic is the thing. So we're just going to make a little stack right there. Our second contestant from Down the Attic is... I actually forget what the third thing is, so that'll be a surprise. I know I got a Robot Wars game that I should have had forever ago, but I only had a burned copy for like years on end. Super Robot Wars Neo for the Nintendo Wii. Which means I'm going to have to get my Wii modified to run imports. Allegedly, it's very simple. Take a brief stroll to the manual. My understanding is this is the game that uses the radial movement system, much to the same idea that Robot Wars OE did. But Robot Wars OE, I hear, is a burning trash fire. And not good. The Scythians. Support range, I suppose. Surrounding bonuses. That's cool. Maps, I guess? I don't know. We'll find out. I'll look into this. The part that I want to see is usually at the end, which is featuring these robots. However, we're not getting that in this manual. Usually it'll give you a list of, and here's the OG, and an OG battleship. That's rare. Cool. I forgot that I'd ordered Neo. I was like, what's the third one that I ordered? There you go. The third one, once again, let me try to get this open efficiently and quietly. Robot Wars MX. My second Robot Wars game. Green. Never knew what color the disc was. Never owned a physical copy. I'm kind of skipping fast through it, trying to see if, like some, because I know older manuals would include, the cast in there. But it would appear that you only get the OGs, Hugo and Aqua, and Garmraid, and the other one, the real. The real never mattered to me because why would I use the real one? I like Super Robots. Bam! Robot Wars MX. No, they're out of order. No, we don't open that one yet. You're last. Look at all these warnings. That one's last. So, over here, we have a package from the Hangar Bay. Once again, another eBay store that I frequent. It's where I like to get my P Bandai shit. It's where I like to continue to get my P Bandai stuff. Even in these trying times where P Bandai is complicated. Shipping is complicated. We have within, you can even see this through the plastic, the Geminus Unit 1. Because G-Unit. The important part about this package that makes me want to open parts of this now is because this eBay seller, he does the thing that I adore, and has continued to do so since he first opened his shop that I was introduced to by Second Soundwave. He will write to his purchasers in a way. Although I'm going to be very sad if he doesn't anymore. Oh no. I think he stopped doing it. Uh-oh. Okay, well, it's not in there. Ooh. I'm going to set this down here and out of the way. Okay, I found it. Wait, we'll see. The second one is... Oh, you can't. The traditional monochrome P-Bandai box. I don't know why I keep all this bubble wrap. It's not that I keep it to pop it, but what if I have to ship something? Not to mention, it's a little more environmentally friendly to keep it around, as opposed to checking it. Oh no, it got smushed a little bit. The box got a little smushed. We have the Death Beast. Now, I've heard bad things about the Eldora Brute, wherein the legs are not good. I don't care. It's G Gundam. Alas. So, what is this mostly based on? I think the construction, even though it's all in black and white, yeah, a lot of it's more or less based on the Eldora Brute. That's fine. Luckily, I did see important parts. I guess perhaps he never put them in the box and that was me putting them in the box? Because I saw them buried under the paper. This is only one sheet. And perhaps he only wrote one? Perhaps he only wrote one to me. We have on here a wax seal for Anaheim Electronics. I'm going to peel that off. I've been collecting them. I think I've lost one because I turned it into a magnet. Okay, yeah. I only got for the Geminis 01. I'll message him and see if there was any supposed to be a letter for the Eldora Brute. We can get that. Eldora Brute, the Death Beast. And I'm going to order from him again, so maybe he can package that in later. Greetings, Commander Zappa. We are pleased to announce Dr. Berg's G-Unit project is reaching its first deliverable with the completion of the OZX GU-01A Geminis Gundam 01. Building upon the Tongies, the Geminis is designed specifically as a multifunction weapon that can be outfitted for a variety of combat roles. Featuring the newly developed linear lock bolts and technology, different module layouts can be quickly swapped from the core unit. Your maintenance crews should find the MS also to keep up and running, leading to reduced downtime and faster operational cycles. It also features prototype Accelerate Rifle, a variety of charging modes, along with a remarkable PX pilot experience system that improves the platform's performance with pilot adrenaline. Not sure how that's supposed to work, or why it's specifically limited to a timer, but Dr. Bird assures me that dramatic tension is a critical narrative tool. I must admit, it's very pretty unit, and I look forward to seeing the next deliverable from Dr. Bird. Sincerely, Joel Hasbun, Hangar Bay Command. Use code GundamWeek055%. Cool. I don't know how much, but I'll contact him and see if he's writing letters for the Death Beast or not. I mean, it's the Death Beast. What are you going to write? It's not really a pilotable unit. I can see why you wouldn't. So, now, the important one. The most important one. From a long-time friend. About a month ago at this juncture, I made an off post on Facebook. Like, you know, it'd be neat to get around Christmas and birthday time, if anyone wanted to do such a thing, be a Japanese PlayStation 2. Be much more convenient than constantly having to use the swap disc, potentially ruining the disc tray, from having to constantly drag everything out. Hell, I can even I've done a video on it, but if I could, I think I stashed it away over here. I definitely put the key in here. You can see back here. Slide that in. Run that up. And then I have to pull the tray out in order to swap in my imports. But I thought, man, it would be really cool to just have a Japanese PS2 so I can alleviate that issue. My boy decided he was going to act on it nigh immediately. We have AV cables. Cables I don't need, but having them. We have the power cable. And then he did tell me it was going to be packed in with a few games that were not at all related to the product in and of itself. Some Japanese titles, but slot machine, and wrestling slot machine. Okay. I am going to send these to someone as a joke. But that's not the part that matters. There's a controller here. This controller is gold. A DualShock 2. Sony PlayStation. Gold controller. Covered in paper. We have. Oh no. Oh no, why is there sticky shit on here? Get off. No, blasphemy. Protective sticky paper, get off. We have a gold PlayStation 2. Hyakushiki edition. I mean, look, a thumbnail. This is what my good friend got for me. I don't know how much it cost him. I'm not going to ask him how much it cost him. He got me this because we've been friends for so long. I don't even get to hang out with him anymore. We live in different cities, and then world issues. I can't even go hang out with him. I can't go and give this aggressive gun collector a hug for this. Unfortunately, he couldn't get me the set that was supposed to come packaged in with Gundam versus is Gundam AU versus Titans. That was a pack-in game for the Gold Hyakushiki edition. It also came with 2 controllers, and the regular release also comes with gold memory cards. Now, I can get the gold memory cards controllers off eBay for nothing. There's a Super Robot Wars memory card that I want also as well. But this is the part that matters. This is Japanese. I can just pop in my games and go. But we're going to get this running. And I warn you immediately, and I will tell you again in a few minutes. Japanese consoles run a different voltage. This comes from this gentleman, my friend, an electrician. You need to have a voltage converter. Most of the American appliances, this right here, this runs on 120 volts. This runs on 100 volts. You need a voltage converter, a step down, so you can safely plug in your console, your imported console, without burning out the motor for having too much voltage going into the thing. Your warning. He asked that I deliver this warning unto you. So, your warning. Now, let's get this plugged in and make sure it works. I think I know what deserves to be the first thing to go in. So, here we are. The blue screen, that is my capture program. And there it is. plugged in. Hell, I didn't even switch it on yet. So let's... Well, power turns on. We're going to open the tray. Everything seems to be working. Let me reach down here and turn this up. Oh, that's not the right aspect ratio. There it goes. Well, that works so far. I did not grab, not that one, memory card. So let's pop that in and make sure the BIOS works. That could be an issue. Date, time. It knows what day it is. It's a few minutes off. Do I actually need a Japanese memory card for a Japanese PS2? That could be an issue that I wasn't aware of. It wasn't plugged in all the way. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Show me. Look at all this data. We got Scramble Commander, System Settings, G-Savior, Alpha 2, bunch of impact data, Another Century's Episode R, Front Mission, Zeonic Front, MX, Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam, Counter to Space. I didn't even know I owned that. Alright, yeah. Robot War Z. What is this? Suiko 5. Jade Kungi. Yeah, Deception. Okay, cool. It just wasn't plugged in all the way. Bueno. But that's just the BIOS. We have two things I want to test. G-Savior, which rightfully so needs to be the first thing that I put in there. And then SD Gundam G Century. This is a very weird situation because no matter what I did with my PS2 or even a PS1, I couldn't get it to boot with swap disk technique. I couldn't get it to emulate except for using the disk inside of EPSXE, and my computer does not have a disk drive. So we're going to see if that'll boot inside a Japanese console. First and foremost, El Servidor. Alright, reset. Rotate my PlayStation logo, because that PlayStation logo on the disk tray will rotate. It works. Fucking works. I'm not crying, you're crying. Fucking works. A little paper stuff still on the console. I don't want to shake it while it's running. It just fucking works. Okay. Reset, eject. Alright. G-Savior works. Now let's try G-Century. Popping in a PS1 game into our PS2. That's also the thing that's going to need to happen because of my ongoing Robot Wars Alpha LP. reset. Fucking works. It fucking works. It works. SD Gundam G Century. This means we have to get that manual back in there. Let's try other things. Well, let's try the stuff that we just got in. That means this cracked ass case. MX. Now, for parties interested, I do still have some more Mecha Game swag on the way in. It just won't be here in time. And all of that is Game Boy stuff. I have a copy of the original Super Robot Wars and Game Boy on the way in, as well as Robot Wars 2 and Link Battler. I see this bit right here. That's not even showing. This, I don't know what part I'm looking at. This right here is broken. That's why I won't clip into the thing. I might disassemble my extra case for G Century, because I have 2 of the copies of this, so I can put the regular one in this cracked case. And that's Super Robot Wars F Final. What's the other thing to test? MX. Alright, so that works. I'll do some gaming surgery on this in a bit. Let's pop in MX. Import shit do I have over here? I have Arcana Heart. No, I think that's an American release. Burns and imports are different. I don't think any of my import games. Well, I've got Melty Blood I could test. I have my Japanese Parasite Eve and Valkyrie Profile I could throw in there. So what was this? MX, and it boots. It boots just fine. Thank you. Thank you so much, my dude. Thank you. You didn't have to go this far. Like, if anything, like, I just wanted a non-black PS2. If anyone was going to get me anything, just not black. Anything that wasn't black. And here I am with the Hyakushiki Gold. Alright, we got one more to pop in. Yeah, cut that off abruptly, like, nope. And then lastly, ooh, look at that. That's rare. I think that means it's PS2 CD, maybe? I forget how that works. And it works. I mean, I could just look at the back of it and see if it's scratched all to oblivion. Ooh. That's loud. That's very loud. And you're not saying the usual, doing the usual song. That's weird. Windowware. It's been a really, really long time since I've been able to pop in an old game and not have to switch around discs for something. I just pop it and play. And now all I have to do is switch my AV cables to the right console. I can play whatever the fuck I want. The only problem is capturing from the PS3, but that's a completely different endeavor. Oh, ooh, devil weapon, you say? Toho Fuhai. Vision Cadets, Tempa Kyoron, the East is burning red. It never does that. That's not a move that the Dumbine does. You're just trying to show off the aura thing. There's Getter. Daimos. Daitan 3! And then there's that one again. It's got a weird name, which is why I can't remember it. Yeah, it's running that disc really hard. That's not unusual. Everything else ran quiet, smooth. Free mode. I'm not gonna really play it. I'm sharing my emotions with y'all. What do we get? And then who do we get from the start? Who is beginning? Who is the beginning? The beginning of our story. Everyone's unlocked, but a couple of weirdos in the bottom. That. I forget what it's called. Random. Well, this will show up on the channel eventually. I have one last thing to do. And that's a test. Because Robot Wars Alpha is not easy. We're going to see what happens when an American disc goes in. This is the American Game Shark. Or I guess the UK Game Shark? I don't know. We're going to see if that loads or not. We'll find out. Because it is a Game Shark. So the Game Shark's fucking weird. I know it can bypass the BIOS. Nothing's happening. No. Red screen? Please enter a valid PlayStation or PlayStation 2 disc. I thought as much. It's fine. It's fine. It's genuinely fine. Of course, at this point, I don't think I need to do any more alterations to my Robot Wars Alpha title. So the last thing we're going to do is... I've been using my Sidebuster memory card cover. So I'm going to end this video by getting ready to record a little bit more of my Let's Play. Let us engage. I think that's one of my other packages that's been supposed to have been showing up. It's not any of my Robot Wars. That's more Tokyo Treat. So, for those of y'all that stuck around in this long-ass video for that, stick around, because once we turn into August, we will have September's Tokyo Treat ready and available for you to enjoy. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, SIEG, my boy.